Hey there, friends. So I am going to be working on this little podcast app, and we'll see how far it goes. But basically, I have this 3 Minutes with Kent podcast, and I answer people's questions on it pretty often, or I just kind of say the thoughts that I have. But I'd really like to be able to allow people to send me questions and then answer those. And like I could say, hey, just record on your, with an app on your phone and email it to me, and then I'll take that and I'll smash it together with the audio file or something, and then upload that as a podcast episode or something. But it's just a lot of work to do that, especially for something that I'm offering for free and whatever. So I'm thinking it would be cooler if you could just go to this site, to kentcdodds.com/something, I don't know, and record your question or whatever. It would limit you to 90 seconds, and then, or something like that. And then I would be able to just, anytime I want to answer one of those, I pull it up and right in the same app, I record my answer. And then it packages that up into a single file and serves it up as a podcast feed. So it's kind of what I'm thinking of building. Should be kind of fun and interesting, and we'll see how that goes. So with that, let me just let's pull this up. So this is probably going to be part of my Remix app for my website. I can't imagine why I'd want to do this any differently. So let me pull that up, and I'll share my screen here also. Okay, sweet. So one other thing before I get to that, I'm pretty sure that the new version of the Remix compiler now supports the .server file name extension convention. So I should be able to sidestep some of the ESBuild issues that I had. So I'm going to try that before I get started, so that my builds are a lot faster. So, and the Egghead authentication stuff is on hold. So I'm going to leave things where we are, or where it was before. Where was I? All right, just made a couple little changes. Okay. Oh, cool. Things are faster for dev now. So that's good. Let's update and see. Yeah, I think Remix at least should be updated. We'll just update all of the things. And then when that is finished, I always do this like right when we start. But now my CPU is screaming at transcoding this video for you. And now it's also like, oh wait, I need to delete all like node modules and then reinstall everything. Thanks a lot, Kent. So hopefully, I'm pretty sure that all I should have to do is update this to run 2. And that should, that'll use the new ESBuild, but I'm pretty sure that it will also mean that I don't have to, or I won't have to do anything else. I'm pretty sure everything should work, but we'll see. I was playing, while we're waiting for that, I was playing around in Code Sandbox the other day, seeing if I could figure out how to record audio, and I sort of got somewhere with that. Audio recorder experiments. So maybe I'll just continue working in here until I get something actually recorded. I was referencing a couple of examples, but yeah, there it is. So I copied this. I did not build that. This visualize function I got from, I think, MDN is where that is. But yeah, so I've just got this little media recorder that you get from the stream. I think I need to be able to choose which media device you want to use, so that it's not just like, luckily I'm grabbing the default one, I guess. Is probably what's happening there. It's kind of funny to see my, Oh, great. I got a kid who's knocking on my door. Give me a second. I'll be right back. That was even better. That was my wife. She needed something. Okay, sweet. So looks like we got a failure up here when I just pushed that commit. And yes, we have. I messed something up, I guess. I don't know. We'll take a look at that here in a sec. Okay, sweet. So we're partway through the installation process here. Yeah. Okay. So what I need to do now is I need to actually record it, and then ultimately I need to save it somewhere to, like, I don't know where you save audio files. I was thinking I might be able, where was I thinking? Yeah, I was thinking maybe just using email. So like you record it and then it emails me your recording. And then I would reply to that or forward it. That seems stupid. Yeah, I don't. Let me think about that. Because then I could just have, like, what I have right now for my 3 minutes with Kent is I have this
NPM is done.
Oh, NPM is done. Good. I have this private email. Okay, let's just try this really quick. Build. Whoops. No, this is not good. Yeah, see, all this stuff should be, this is all server-side stuff, but the ESBuild is still trying to, yeah, see, this is all server-side stuff, but it's still trying to resolve all of these. So, like, when ESBuild goes through, or pretty much any build tool goes through your files, the first thing that it does is it resolves all the dependencies. And so to do that, it looks for require statements and imports and stuff like that. And as it goes through, ESBuild is like, hey, you're using require.extensions. I cannot bundle this. I'm sorry. You're trying to add a loader. I'm not going to be able to do that. Or you're messing with the require cache, or you're just passing require as a function, and that could be used in some way. Or in this case, I don't even know, or yeah, this is a duplicate key thing, but like none of this stuff matters because once the next step is it goes through and, well, one of the next steps is it will label which, or it will bundle stuff in such a way to say, oh, you're not, this export is never being used, so I'm going to remove the export, and then when we uglify it, that code gets removed, and so that's dead code elimination. And so ultimately, all the server-side only code will get removed, and also all the imports for server-side only code. Well, so none of this will actually make it into the final bundle, but as it's going through trying to handle all of these imports and whatnot, it can't do that. It's not able to handle, or it's it looks at these and it's like, hey, no, I'm not going to be able to do that. And then it turns out it doesn't need to. But yeah, so the update that we were supposed to get was supposed to Remix was supposed to say anything that ends in .server will just kind of change the code before it gets to ESBuild to say, hey, like that import doesn't exist, at least for the client build. And then for the server build, we're not actually bundling, we're just compiling. And it doesn't, well, I think maybe it bundles, but it stopped, like all node modules are external. And so it doesn't dive into node modules, or it shouldn't. But yeah, it still is totally. So I need to just really quick go in to the discussion of Remix. And I think this is closed, but maybe not. Yeah, I think they closed it. Yeah. This is definitely still an issue for me. Just tried and got this. And we'll just take all this. We'll see how much of this appears there are a few problems, but most of them stem from the underlying issue. The rollup compiler works fine though. Let's double check that. It should work fine. I'll probably copy this output. It takes longer when I'm streaming, just so you know. My app isn't quite this big. And rollup isn't quite that slow, but here's that with 0 changes. Okay. Cool. All right. Well, we're stuck with the rollup build for now. Bummer. Oh well. Let me. Okay. So, I think there was a type error somewhere. So I'm gonna just rerun that really quick. And we'll see what it has to say. Because that was the error that we had on CI in the GitHub action. I just noticed, Maple Leaf, you're coming on Discord, that the Call-In podcast seems like Discord stages. The biggest difference is it's async. So somebody would be able to record their thing, and then I can respond whenever I'm able. And it's recorded and put on a podcast. So that's kind of the biggest difference. Okay, so I'm not sure why this is. Oh, this is a linting error. All right, well, let's see. Mm-hmm. Boy, this is so infuriatingly slow. So I had lunch with a friend the other day who's working on a product that's really cool. And one of their projects that they're going to be releasing is a cloud-based OBS. And so rather than having all of the video transcoding happening on your local machine, it actually happens in the cloud. And so all you send is your microphone, your webcam, and your screen. and they do all the rest. And so yeah, it ends up being a lot better for your computer. It's doesn't hog all your resources. It's kind of like having a streaming PC, except you don't have to have the streaming PC, which is awesome. And it all works directly in the browser, which is also amazing and awesome. So she said she'd let me try it out next, like in the next week or so, and I would definitely jump on board with that. Okay, so these are just linting errors. I did update my ESLint config recently, so that's probably what happened. And this is complaining, oh snap, yeah, this testing library stuff is no bueno. Yeah, so they recently changed it so that it's more aggressive, I guess. I'm in the process of updating my ESLint stuff, but yeah, we're not there yet. Gosh dang it. I don't want this getting in my way right now. So here's what we're going to do. We're just going to disable these. Enable these again someday. And no unsafe argument. Yeah, who knows? Let's see what that's complaining about. I see. So this, it's saying it's yeah, so it's saying that this returns any, and I think that's because I actually have yeah, there are no types for that module, and so I've just declared them, and so it's any. I think that's what's going on. I don't care right now. I just want to get my stuff done. So got lots of no unsafe arguments. Let's get rid of this one also. Yeah, and yeah, okay. Okay, cool. So that should get my CI working again. Yeah, update all deps. Okay, we'll just let that disappear for now. All right, so where this is going to be, this will probably be at slash call me maybe. Just kidding. It's like a call-in podcast or yeah, call. Well, so I think I still want to call it 3 Minutes with Kent, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I should change what it's called. So there's Chats with Kent. There's that podcast. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Normally I try not to get hung up on stupid stuff like this. Yeah, just call in podcast. So we'll have the call in podcast page. Okay, so I need to have like a snippet for creating a remix route, but for now we'll just have our function call in podcast screen and call in podcast with Kent. Yeah. And then we'll have our outlet. My computer is really going slow. This is not good. Why? get that server running. Oh my gosh, normally Ecamm Studio is not this bad, but right now it's super bad. I'm gonna open my activity monitor. I won't be able to work like this. This is the worst because I do this because it makes me more productive. I do this live stream, but not if my computer is going super duper slow. So I may have to stop streaming. Yeah, this is so annoying. Okay, I got a reply from somebody on this discussion thing. Okay, anyway, here we go. Call in podcast. Yeah, I'm looking at the activity monitor right now, and the one, I'm on the memory tab. Yeah, Ecamm by far the highest CPU usage. The kernel task has over 1,000 threads, which is unusual. So maybe if I reboot, then everything will be better. But yeah, Ecamm is right up there with CPU usage. It's somehow using 121% of my eCPU, and kernel is using around that as well. I don't understand these things. Yeah, it's so weird. Well, I'm going to go ahead and try and reboot, and we'll see what happens. Because, yeah, I will definitely not be able to do this like this. I'll just have to stop. So I'll give it another shot, and yeah, I'll see you soon.